This is Hallstatt, the most beautiful village in the world. But trust me, getting here is an adventure of its own. Today, I'm going to take you on a journey from Vienna to Salzburg and Hallstatt. These are some of the most breathtaking places in Austria, and if you're planning a trip here, you definitely don't want to miss them. So stay with me as we explore the stunning landscapes and charming cities of Austria. After soaking in the rich culture and history of Vienna, it was time for my next adventure. My destination, Salzburg, a city renowned for its classical music heritage and incredible Baroque architecture. I decided to take the train, which is one of the most scenic ways to travel across Austria. I booked my ticket just a day before, and it cost me about €55. A quick tip: train tickets in Austria can be quite pricey, especially compared to other European countries, so it's a good idea to book early to get the best deal. As I boarded the train at Vienna's bustling central station, I was excited about the journey ahead. Traveling by train in Austria is an experience in itself. The trains are modern and comfortable, offering plenty of legroom and big windows that frame the stunning scenery outside. As the train glided out of Vienna, the landscape began to change almost immediately. The city's urban sprawl quickly gave way to rolling green hills and picturesque villages. It was like watching a living postcard unfold outside my window. The views are simply mesmerizing. Picture this: lush vineyards stretching across gentle hills, quaint little towns with their church spires reaching toward the sky, and fields of wildflowers swaying in the breeze. The scenery is a blend of serene countryside and dramatic mountain backdrops, making every minute of the journey worthwhile. You could see tiny villages nestled between the hills, their red-roofed houses and vibrant flower boxes adding splashes of color to the verdant landscape. And in the distance, the towering peaks of the Alps provided a majestic backdrop, making it hard to look away. The train ride was not just about the views, it was also about comfort. The seats were spacious, and the onboard cafe offered a variety of snacks and beverages. I grabbed a cup of coffee and a delicious Austrian pastry to enjoy as I watched the world go by. After about 2.5 hours, I arrived in Salzburg. The journey was smooth and relaxing, and I was ready to explore the city's rich history and beautiful sights. Salzburg didn't disappoint. I started my exploration at the Mirabell Palace and Gardens, a Baroque masterpiece that's famous for its perfectly manicured lawns and colorful flower beds. Then, I made my way to Mozart's birthplace, a museum dedicated to one of the greatest composers of all time. And finally, I hiked up to the Hohensalzburg Fortress, which offers panoramic views of the city and the surrounding mountains. After a full day of exploring, it was time to rest up for the next leg of my journey, to the fairy tale village of Hallstatt. The next morning, bright and early, we set out for Hallstatt. There are a few ways to get there from Salzburg. You can rent a car, take the train, or hop on a bus. We chose the bus, which turned out to be an excellent decision. We took bus number 150 from Salzburg, which is a scenic route in itself. If you're planning to return to Salzburg the same day, I highly recommend catching the earliest bus to maximize your time in Hallstatt. As the bus left Salzburg, we were greeted by stunning views of the Austrian countryside. The route winds through lush forests, past sparkling lakes, and alongside charming little villages. The drive is incredibly picturesque, with towering mountains on one side and serene lakes on the other. The journey to Hallstatt is like a series of picture-perfect moments. 1 minute, you're driving past emerald green meadows dotted with wildflowers, and the next, you're winding through dense forests with the peaks of the Alps peeking through the trees. After about 90 minutes, we arrived in Bad Ischl, a quaint little town where we made our first transfer. From there, we hopped on bus number 542 for a short 20-minute ride. This part of the journey takes you closer to the mountains, with the landscape becoming even more dramatic. We reached the Große Mühle bus stop, where we had to make a quick transfer to bus number 543. Don't worry, the buses park right next to each other, making the transfer easy, even if you're carrying luggage. Plus, almost everyone on the bus is heading to Hallstatt, so you won't get lost. This final leg of the journey was short but incredibly scenic. As the bus made its way along the winding road, the views became even more breathtaking. You could see the lake glistening in the distance, surrounded by towering mountains that seemed to rise straight out of the water. And here we are, in the beautiful village of Hallstatt. It's even more magical than I imagined. The crystal clear lake, the quaint houses with their flower-filled balconies, and the towering mountains all around. It's like stepping into a storybook. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful for planning your trip to Austria, make sure to like, share and subscribe to Traverse XP for more travel adventures. In our next video, we'll explore more of Hallstatt's hidden gems and discover what makes this village so special.